Welcome to Meaningful Mornings and a joyous Friday to all. Do you all remember when on Friday mornings we used to watch the person dancing beside the car? I often want to share that with everyone again, but when we post this to Facebook and Instagram, it gets muted then. We should buy those rights. This is still Friday though. Yesterday, we completed the Happiness Series 6. The week before, we completed our Silent Sangha for 2022. At the end of this week, we complete our Devi Sangha for 2022. A week from then, we complete our courses for 2022. Next, chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita. And a couple of weeks after that, we complete Meaningful Mornings for 2022. I know you've kept track of all of that, correct? Well, most of you are part of all of this, so you would know. Chapters 7 through 12 are focusing on bhakti, or love. Shifting our love from Prince Arjuna to Sri Krishna, from ourselves to our Creator, to consciousness. And there's a methodology to shift this love, to make this more authentic and deep. Chapter 7 has a focus on internalization. The word vijnana is used many times, to not just know, but to be wise. Chapter 8, intensification. Throughout this chapter, Sri Krishna is warning us not to be distracted by valuables, the path of the moon. When one is intensely practicing values, following the path of the sun, and one tends not to be distracted. Chapter 9, integration. And that's why in this chapter there's this emphasis of Rajaguhya, that you are divine. The more you integrate your personality, this becomes reality. You feel Sri Krishna living in your heart. Chapter 10, the teaching is about pervading. Pervading. That is the unity that flows through vibhuti, which is diversity. And in case this is not clear, reminding you of, in the 21st verse, the first of the 65 pointers is Vishnu, the one who is all-pervading. We are rolling this dough back and forth so that we can digest this. I was trying to figure out what roti means in English. And for those who were listening when I was describing this quickly, I said, "N leavened bread." It shows where my mind is. Technically, it's called unleavened bread. But hopefully, the next time you're rolling dough, you're thinking about being enlivened. This constant contact. Coming back to chapters. In this chapter, Sri Krishna shares that everyone loves me. But he specifies a hierarchy and shares that the jnani, the one who has the vision of me, loves me the most. And I gave you the reference of who such a jnani is. It is Prahlada. And that same reference has come up in chapter 10, where Sri Krishna shares, amongst the Daityas, I am Prahlada. Prahlada's father asks, where is God? Is he in this pillar? Prahlada's father is using sight. And when he uses sight, all he sees is the pillar. But Prahlada is using insight or vision. These I use synonymously. He is feeling the existence, the awareness, the joy. And that's why Prahlada's father is fear-filled and Prahlada is fearless. For everyone who wants to become fearless, you have to grow out of sight through insight to vision. In verse 40, Shri Krishna is sharing, infinity is consciousness, and that is immeasurable, incomparable. Some of this infinity is expressed as the creator or the greatest. Some. But the teaching is to reflect on this. Some of infinity is still infinity. This thought is shared again in verse 41, the second last verse of this chapter. Yadyat vibhutimat sattvam Shrimad urjitameva va tattadevavagachatvam mama tejomsha sambhavam. I must express my gratitude to all of you. I'm sure you figured out that this is a recording. Right now, I'm speaking to a blank screen. I'm on my way to Kansas City for a weekend of fundraising for their center that they're aspiring for. So I express my gratitude to you because when I see you, teaching is more natural. It's easier. This is more unnatural. It's hard to teach just looking at a green dot. The first quarter. Yat, yat, which really means what? What? Which casually we say, whatever. In reference to vibhuti mat, that which is a special creation. Bhuti means creation, vibhuti, special creation. Sattvam, sattva is that which is like sat, existence, isness. So all that is a special creation, all that is like existence, additionally, Srimad. Then it becomes Srimad, like Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavad Gita means that which is to be revered. Shri is virtues. What is to be revered in life is virtues. Urjita, that which helps one to rise, that which is uplifted. Evava, indeed. All that is a special creation, like existence, is to be revered, is elevated. Now the connection. Tat tat. Whatever is like this is actually tat tat eva, indeed, avagacha tvam, you should know, mama, my, teja, is infused with my splendor, brilliance, nature. But how much of it? Amsha sambhavam. Just a fraction. This is infused with a tiny aspect of me. So I've tried to break out the translation, sharing this in a connected way. All that Sri Krishna referenced, 18 verses, 65 pointers, this is to help us know this diversity comes from unity. And unity is an expression of infinity. Know this means not forgetting this. Knowing this means we practice. Built on unity, unity is built on infinity. When you practice this, you start to feel it then. We don't need to see diversity. We feel that there's more to this. Mama Teja Amsha Sambhavam. Shri Krishna is God, the greatest. This greatest is only a fraction, is really nothing of what God is. And if I can leave you with a visualization, where there is the sun, there are the sun's rays. Amsha also means rays. Those rays are incomparable to the sun. We, with our limited faculties, feel the sun's rays are so brilliant I can't even see them, but those are incomparable to the sun. All of these verses and these pointers are to be contemplated on. Which leads me to, from inspiration to application. Your application was to contemplate on one of these 65 pointers. The Sanskrit word for contemplation is nididhyasana, which broken up means nitaram dhyaihi, which means to perpetually think of. When we contemplate on diversity, more authentic and deep than that is unity. More authentic and deep than that is infinity. This contemplation becomes our habit. And that's what Sri Krishna has taught us, is really concluding this chapter with. Keep contemplating so that you transcend sight to feeling. Your application for this morning: how much Srimad do you practice? How much do you revere Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavata? And if you find that your rating is low, 1 is awful, 100 is awesome, what are you going to do to raise that rating? How much do you revere what you are being taught? Do you feel this? Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be joy.